Morning and welcome, Pick Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy Friday. Yeah, we're wrapping up another week here, and what a well, like all the others. You know what? This one's actually kind of a pretty calm week. All things considered, we still have no idea what the heck's going on in Iran, and you know what? Today, I really don't care. Our toll-free number, 800-951-0592. The website at allamericangold.com. Very quickly, I have $4,100 gold. Yesterday, we had a big sale. Sold a lot. Well, I mean, we didn't even have a lot, so really I can't even say we sold a lot. But we sold 10 of the 15 20s we had yesterday. Then I turned around and bought more 20s yesterday. Long story short, I think I've got 6 20s, maybe 7 20s. $39.95. So, yep, I'm bumping up the price, well, because gold's higher, but $4,100, $39.95. You are still well below spot here, $100 below spot. And then I've got some U.S. Silver Eagles. I'm shocked you guys didn't buy those yesterday. $1,200. Am I doing that, really? Let me just hold on. Yeah, $1,295 for a roll. I've got 10 of those at 800-951-0592. Some quick announcements before we head out for the week. Texit coin, I've been telling you, we've got some really good tech for Layer 2. If you were on the call last night, I would say this. If you didn't go on the call, just go out to the website. I mean, we're at YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, it's everywhere. Just forward through the first hour. And just listen to the last 20, 25 minutes, and you will get a huge idea. I'll just lay this out really simply for you. By the way, 15 cents today. It's been as high as 16 cents. Nobody's celebrating that, but it's 50% improvement from Monday, and I've been telling you, get ready. Right? We want to be in the top 100 cryptos on CoinMarketCap before the big event token 2049 in Singapore in October 7th and 8th. In order for us to do that, we got to be, $4 and change. Let's just call it $5, right? So I'm calling it the drive to 5. I don't want to confuse it. We're not stopping at 5. And, of course, Joe, you're at 15 cents. Calm down, right? I'm not going to, because we have something nobody else really has. That's the ability to take crypto payments non-custodial. What does non-custodial mean? That means we don't hold the money. When anybody that runs a business knows this, when someone comes and pays with their credit card or their debit card, you don't get the money. Credit card company holds it. If you're lucky, you get it the next day. Of course, they whack you for fees. Right? And depending on your business and how much of it is debit and credit card, you're talking thousands. We pay thousands of dollars a month in credit card fees. Now, it's not that we, oh my gosh, you take a gajillion credit cards. No, we don't. But, our dollars are a lot. But I'm not talking about, listen, people aren't charging normally, $20,000, $30,000 on a credit card. Right? It's $1,000 here, $1,800 there, $300. that type of thing. It's over $1,000 a month. In big months, it'll be $3,000. So non-custodial, no logo, Visa, MasterCard, nothing like that, like Tangent. You guys got Tangent wallets, Tangent rings, you're going to be able to tap pay. We've got it. It's done. We're rolling it out. But there's a company out there, I want to say it's BitPay. I believe that's what it is. They're the biggest in the industry. They do about 6,800 transactions a month. It's like 220 a day. We are going to have, well, the plan, 10,000 terminals on the counters of businesses across, not just here, but across the world, before October rolls around. 6,800 transactions. We're going to do that in one day, not a month, and we're going to do it before lunch is over. Yeah. I hope you're ready. Patriot Radio News Hour will be back after the break. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. A quick look at the markets. Pretty calm. Pretty boring today. Dow's up 90. S&P's up 4. NASDAQ's up 48. 10-year notes, almost a little higher. 455 on the 10-year note. Crude oil, a little lower, down to about 30 cents. Gold right now is down 20, but it's at 41.03. Silver 59.50, down about 33 cents. And again, the big deals are still here. $20 gold pieces. We don't have that many, but we do have a half a dozen of them. $39.95. So that's what? Almost $110 under spot at $39.95. We got 10 rolls of U.S. Silver Eagles, $1,295. That's like right now like $1.50 over cost. So, yeah, you can pretty much say, yeah, no one's got them for less than that. 800-951-0592. And like I said, you know what? The more gold and silver you buy, the more we'll do that stuff. But the big news here, obviously what's been going on in crypto, we have the Orem things going, and every day we get more and more people signing up to that. We'll and keep that going. We still have some of these spots left, really good spots to be in. So make sure you get in. And, of course, the good part is the way this is set up, we should have good spots a lot. But the earlier you're in, the easier it is for you to move up, right? Obviously, the more people signing up, the more of you get to move up. That's the cool part. So call us if you want to get on the list to do that. Today, we had a big call last night, but I wanted to update you guys on why things are changing for the good for Texacoin and Iskander. And pretty much, listen, we've been getting kicked in the teeth for what, 6, 7, 8 months? Maybe about 8 months, maybe 9. Because we didn't have the tech ready. We didn't need to, really. I mean, obviously we were planning on having, the original plan, have it ready in June, because that was when we had our first big event plan, and, of course, the cease and desist. If you missed yesterday's show, go to texacoin.org, go to resources, go to legal, and you will see the asking from the judge to dismiss the TSSB. It's a very interesting read. They don't have a very good case. And like I said, I think they thought it was a scam, so they didn't really need to do a whole lot. And then now they found out otherwise. We'll see what happens. Normally, listen, the TSSB will respond and my guess is they'll still go through with it. We are very, very, very confident in how that will come out. Just to give you an idea, and I know that I've told you guys we've hired the best of the best at Quinn Emanuel, but Avi, our lead attorney, he is, it's so funny. You guys remember we were talking about, gold and silver manipulation back a while back and all the spoofing. Remember the spoofing where the banks were putting in fake orders that other market participants could see? As an example, let me give you a good example. So Texacoin's 15 cents. Okay. They could put in a massive sell order for, I don't know, 15.0052, and everyone could see that and be like, oh, well, gosh, look at it, someone's going to dump here, I better short TXE, right? Because look at that huge seller, they'll never, it's never going to fill. And then, of course, they were actually shorting the market, and what did they do? Oh, they canceled the order. As soon as the market, cancel, right? Spoofing. Trying to make the market do something by putting fake orders in. It was our guy, Avi, put a bunch of bankers in jail. Now, J.P. Morgan was the head of that. Did Jamie Dimon go to jail? No. But the traders that did it did. That's our guy. Just to give you a little flavor of who we've got working for us. But having said that, that's all well and good. I think we kind of felt like we were going to win that anyway. It's really about the tech. This is just one avenue. I don't want you to think, this is our big play. It's not. But like I said, the leader in the space has 6,800 transactions a month. That's it. We're going to do 6,800 transactions before lunchtime. We're going to have 10,000 terminals out on the streets before September ends. That's the goal. 10,000 of them. And even if they were doing, Bobby was doing the example yesterday, if they just did 2 transactions a day, right? Right? That'd be 20,000 transactions in a day. 2 would be terrible. We're going to do way more than that. Way more than that. I think, don't be surprised to see, we're doing 50 to 100,000 transactions every single day. Not 220. Right? That's what the leader is doing right now. But that's huge, right? That gets people's attention. Somebody actually did it. Someone actually figured it out. Yep, we did. And it's coming. But guess what? So is Downtown Digital Dollars. So is Fair and Festivals. I just got an update today. Bank accounts are open. The getting ready for our money handling licenses. We'll be able to operate in all 50 states. Now, that's different. It's a whole different avenue than what we're talking about right now with the 10,000 that we're rolling out. We don't handle any money. So we don't need the money handler license. That's why I said it's non-custodial. It immediately goes right into the merchant's wallet. Immediately. It's like 3 seconds, 4 if you count fast. And it's in their wallets. It's just that simple. There's a lot of good things coming. The gaming part, we still, right, our first game, I think it's going to be released here in the next week or two, which is that's a nice one, right? It's not, hey, am I talking about, oh my gosh, we're going to do, 50,000 transactions a day? No. but it adds. It adds. We will have, how about this? We will have multiple contracts signed for downtown digital dollars and fairs and festivals before September is over. Matter of fact, don't be surprised if we had several events before September is over. The drive to 5, the drive to the top 100 is real. We have no plans on stopping there. Right now, by the way, at 15 cents, we moved in the top 1,000 at 15 cents, just to give you an idea. Now, back when we first were bringing, when I first was told about this from Jason and Mike, I want to be clear. We didn't have any of this stuff. We had the idea, hey, we think we can do it, but we didn't actually have it. And it's funny because when the price got, $5, $6, touched $7, we're actually in a better position today. And I know it sounds weird, but it's true. At 15 cents, we're in a better position because we have all the stuff done now that we didn't have then. Just, I don't know, bad luck. I don't even call it bad luck, just growing pains. We probably grew too fast, too soon. And then, of course, getting hit with the TSSB. It looked bad. But I told you. I was in the fight. I'm in the fight. I know a lot more than most, and I can't share everything there, but as it comes, we will. Right now, you can't get in Texacoin, but you can get into Iskander. Same kind of a deal. It's $9.95. If you buy 3 seats, what's that? $9.95 times 3. They'll give you 2 seats for free. So $29.85 gets you 2 free seats. The one difference is there's a lot less people in Iskander, so you get a lot more coins every day. But rest assured, we didn't abandon Texacoin. Bobby didn't run away to Singapore. All of this stuff is coming. And it's coming very, very quickly. And the cool part, well, I don't know if it's cool or not, but the ability to make big jumps just because, there's not a lot, everybody was selling at, 10, 11, 12 cents and, all that's been bought up. You don't need a lot to all of a sudden go from 15 cents to 50 cents to $1. That can happen very, very quickly. We'll see what happens. The great part is we're doing nothing, just so you know. No buying is being done by, Bobby or somebody else. This is just all community driven. But get ready. Get ready. Learn how to use your wallets. I know some of you are going to want to take some profits. Yeah, you heard me right. The P word. It's got a way to go. Don't get me wrong. Most of the people aren't even close at 15 cents. But at $1, $2, right? At $3, most of you are in profit. And I'm telling you, we want to be at least 5 before October. See what happens. No guarantees. But the big thing is we are putting utility into action, and we're going to be able to shout from the rooftop, look how much bigger we are than anybody in the space. We're essentially going to own the space. And I think that's going to do a lot. And then you throw in, here's Downtown Digital, here's another contract, here's another one. Oh, wait, here's another one, right? And this thing kind of takes off. So be prepared. Learn how to use your wallet. Put some USDT in there. Put some USDC in there. Be ready. Be ready to take advantage when the price is up there. For those of you that want, have a sell order in. Do it right now. Put a sell order in for $3 if you want. $4, $5. just to have it in there. Same thing with Iskander. If you want to, I will tell you this. If you decide in the future, hey, I'm going to take some of my Texacoin and buy Iskander, we can help you do that too. I wouldn't do it today because it's only 15 cents. Let it go higher. I'd get into Iskander without it. That's what I would do. 800-951-0592. When we get back, we are going to talk about China. 800-951-0592. Real quick, before we move on, the wallet apps. They've been submitted to the app stores, however long that approval process. So, sometime next week, especially the Android guys. I guess the Android one's been having real big problems. Those will be ready and out next week. And talk to my buddy Steve Walsh, the dude today. The last of the liquid will be in all of the all four new what am I talking about? Containers, right? They filled up 3. They got 1 left to go. They're not leaking, so they're going to start putting the ASICs in the soup. Run some tests this weekend and early next week. Another big step. Huge jump in the hash power, which just means even more light in Dogecoin. Like I said, took a while, and I get it. It sucked, but we didn't really have a good story to tell because we knew we had work to do. Here's the good part. All that work is going to pay off, and it's starting to come out all at once, right? It's just like it's going to be like this avalanche. It's going to be pretty cool. So if you want to jump in, you got to do it in Iskander. $9.95 a spot. If you know a merchant, let me throw this out. I forgot. I got to throw this out. If you know a merchant, say, you know what? I know a guy that'll do that. And I don't know. He's got a bar. He's got a restaurant. He's got a coffee shop. He's got, I don't know, a nail salon, whatever it may be. Anybody you know that, hey, I think this guy would be interested in one of those terminals. If you let me know about it, I'll make sure you get your credit for it. You get 100 hash power in TXC, by the way. So you can't buy Texit right now, but we bought $30 million worth of equipment. We've sold 23 million of it. So we've got some extra. We're going to give away 100 hash power for every terminal to whoever puts the contact in. Heck, you don't even have to be a member. If maybe you're not even in the crypto thing, and you're like, this was dumb, Joe's stupid, he cost everybody money, and now you're like, whoa, wait a minute, they might have actually done it. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you're like, I'll take one, we'll give you 100 hash and Texacoin. So it's going to be extremely interesting, the future of Texacoin, and I think in Iskander, I think a lot of good things are coming. Like I said, we want to be in the top 100 cryptos. Right now, we are number 985 at 15 cents. To break the top 100, we did right around $5. Puts us in the top 100. Listen, we want to be $1 billion crypto. We want to be a top 10 crypto. That is still the goal. So 800-951-0592. Get into Iskander. Take a shot. The second wave is coming. Speaking of the next wave, how about the gold wave? Big news all week out of Hong Kong. Now, of course, we know the Chinese are huge buyers of gold and have been for a very long time. Nobody knows how much they have because they don't have to tell. Now, the numbers I tell you about, as an example, in May, they bought 10 tons of gold. Remember, each ton, 32,150 ounces. They bought 10 tons in May. In June, they bought 15 tons. Now, that's what they told us. Okay, so that gets added into the country's official gold holdings. We know from import-export data that China buys significantly more than that. 100 tons, 200 tons a month. And we know from the retail data, well, okay, we can explain half of that. Or maybe we can explain 75% of it. But what happened to the rest? What happened to the other 25 to 50%? Nobody knows. Obviously, speculation is China is deliberately underreporting what it's holding. Now, we know that BRICS, which China is, it's the main party in BRICS, that there's been a lot of talk about using gold as a backing for credibility, for a reason to hold the BRICS currencies. And when you look at BRICS, China's an active buyer, India's a buyer. Right now, India's got a little different scenario, right? They had to sell some gold during the Iran-Iraq war. And their currency is open, believe it or not, like the Chinese is, but that now they expect India, that Brazil has been adding, right? Russia, they've always been a big gold. Now, they've been selling gold, haven't they? They got a different problem, but they have lots of it. But news out of Hong Kong over especially the last few weeks, very, very significant. Now, Hong Kong obviously is China's, international finance gateway, right? They have obviously their markets, in mainland. But when dealing with the Western outside world, the financial hub for China sits in Hong Kong. Now, we know that they have built and have been building major precious metals warehouses in Hong Kong and in the mainland. They have taken huge steps with the Shanghai Gold Exchange. And China has made clear that they would like to see the setting of the spot prices move from London to China. Why? Because, we buy more of it and we've got more of it than anybody. We'll talk about that. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour on this Friday. If you're joining us just now, we've been talking a lot about Texacoin today. Huge updates. We're starting to see the price move. The drive to 5 is on. Why? Because our tech is ready. And we are going to dominate categories like nobody's ever seen. It's going to be an exciting time. But we're talking about gold right now. So gold down $15, $41.10. Still got, $520? It's crazy. Come on, guys. $39.95. $39.95, $110 under spot. I've got Silver Eagle. So silver's getting ready to go positive now. $59.75. I got 10 rolls of Silver Eagles. $1,295 at 800-951-0592. And we've been talking about what is China up to in Hong Kong. Well, They took another big step this week to become the leading precious metals center after they launched a centralized gold clearing center as part of a broader package of reforms designed to deepen offshore yuan liquidity and strengthen the city's position as China's international financial gateway. What does that mean? That's a lot of fancy words. Basically, China's essentially saying, hey, we're making the renminbi a lot more liquid. And they've been gradually doing it. If you think about it, right? China's renminbi, right, probably trades a lot more freer than the Japanese yen, as an example, right? We know this. But they're also in this clearinghouse, and they target like gold, silver, right, the metals, copper, and being a clearinghouse. That's one of the things you have to be if you want to become, a leader in the globe when it comes to price setting. It was unveiled by the People's Bank of China and the Hong Kong FIC Bond and Connect Summit, a new gold market infrastructure, expanding offshore renminbi facilities, underscoring Beijing's strategy of developing both markets in parallel. So they're going to develop the gold market and their currency together. Interesting. How much gold do they have? Don't know. Not sure. I mean, I think reported what they're somewhere close to like 2,400 metric tons, something like that. But how much do they really have? Nobody knows, right? Because they say, and again, we know what they import. They don't export, right? They're the largest gold miner in the world, by the way. China has, one of the things China has, they don't have a lot of oil, but man, they got a lot of gold. 400 metric tons a year of gold they mine. They're the number one. They're number one. They don't export any of it. None of it. Zero. And then we know what they import. We know it. We know exactly what they import. And then we know, based on sales, okay, this is how much they was sold retail, right? And how much, and even the paper stuff, because let's face it, China's got a paper gold market. They know all that. They add it all up. And they're like, well, wait a minute. There's still a bunch of gold that's not accounted for. Where is it? China doesn't tell. Why? They don't have to. This package reaching far beyond a clearing platform. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Now, they want to do more than just clear trades, right? They want a piece of the action. A foundation for Hong Kong to be the most comprehensive gold trading ecosystem in the world. I think very smart of China to use Hong Kong, right? Smart play. Authorities announced the revival of U.S. dollar-denominated gold futures with plans to do a renminbi-denominated gold futures. Of course, obviously, China's smart. Okay, we got to have it. The world wants it priced in dollars. Okay, we will. But also, guess what? We're going to have the renminbi price. A new delivery connect linking Hong Kong with the Shanghai Exchange. And then, of course, probably the biggest thing is the expansion of liquidity facilities. That is a big step for the Chinese. Hong Kong plans to also introduce tax incentives for gold trading and settlements, increase vaulting capabilities to more than 2,000 metric tons by 2030. That's a lot of freaking gold to store. Here's the thing. They say they only have, 2,400 metric tons in storage right now. None of it in Hong Kong. I don't know. You think gold may be going higher in the future? Yeah, I think so. 800-951-0592. Final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. The report concluded, this was from the Bank of China, saying that gold is the world's safe haven, and Hong Kong will be its safe harbor. So China obviously taking another major step in becoming the global hub. And obviously, you know what, it's pretty obvious to me. China feels like countries are not going to store their gold. We know this, right? They're leaving the U.S., they're leaving the UK. They're going to come to China. We're going to store it for them because, you know what, we don't use finance as a weapon like the other guys do, right? That's going to be their pitch here. But either way, a lot more gold mines seemingly being planned in China, another 2,000 tons. By the way, gold's now only down $12. It's ready to go positive. 4,112. We still have 5 $20 gold pieces at $39.95. What is that now? $111 under spot. Silver, here you go. Just went positive, $59.85. We have 10 rolls of U.S. Silver Eagles, $1,295. Like I said, at $60, it's like $1 over cost. So we got some gold, not a lot, but got some gold under spot, way under spot, and some silver, pretty much what most people can buy it for. $39.95 on the 20s until they're gone. By the way, where did they go to? I should even look here. $42.50. It's a big savings. Too much, $255 savings. And then Silver Eagles be $1,375 after those 10. So that's that's $2 an ounce you're saving. 800-951-0592. Very quickly, we have some of you out there, believe it or not, we have people that are very tech savvy. If you sign up for Orem on your own, because you can, you just can't be put under us. And we can't help you. That's the only part that sucks. And it's not like Texas Coin and Iskander, right? I'm here, Jason. We'll help you. We'll get you in the right spot. Because why? We're connected. We're not connected with Orem, right? It's not like, hey, Orem, hey, it's Joe, Mike, and Jason. Who? Yeah, Joe, Mike, and Jason, you know. No. Well, this guy signed up, and we want you to put him under us. Yeah, I don't think so. Thanks, but no thanks. And I get it. I love you being independent. Matter of fact, you can sign up on your own. Just call us, and we'll send you the link. Just sign up this way, and you'll be under us, right? You can still do it all on your own. Just let us send you the link. So that way we can help you. I don't care. I mean, whether you do it or not, if you do it, we just won't help you.
If you think you're tech savvy and you're really good at this, but you're not really good at this, there is some what I call small complications getting signed up. So you better know what you're doing because those things will bite you real hard if you miss a few steps.
And you got a built-in help desk when you go through us. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
800-951-0592.